Here I am on the banks of the Iowa River, City Park, Iowa City, Iowa. End of September 2017. How many years has it been since, as a boy, I embarked onto this river in the same spot with my yellow canoe, paddling upstream to the Coralville Reservoir, looking out for snapping turtles and carps and any kind of adventure that I might find along the way. Disembarking perhaps on the bank and lighting a fire. Things have changed a lot. You can hardly hear the river's song these days. It's too much construction. They're building a new bridge over the river just downstream at Dubuque Street. Sounds of the I-80 freeway not that far distant. Workers driving their trucks in along the loop of the city park to use up a little more time before they are forced to sign out and go home and have their dinner in the evening. The long ending of the Iowa summer, the cooling of the atmosphere, beginning to see migratory birds moving south. Much has changed. Over the din of the construction and the car noise and the burgeoning population, I can hear the wind blowing through the yellowing leaves of the poplar tree across the river. And it speaks to me in a voice which is much more potent than the voice of all these man-made contraptions. I think about my life, how I've lived in busyness, and how few times I've really stopped since those early days of paddling on the Iowa River and listen to the voice of the river and listen to my own internal voice that tells me of the eternity of myself in the midst of this rather imaginary display of mind and body, emotion, desire, attachment, and these evening hours of my life, the lessening of these kinds of impulses and the attraction towards a more placid, contemplative lifestyle in which I do less and do less harm. I would like to be like this river, always flowing, always the same, but never really the same, because it keeps moving on and on and on into eternity, with matter neither being created nor destroyed, but only transformed. And so I sit here again with the perspective of 60 plus years of busyness, and I find that I'm back at the beginning. Much water has flowed down the river of my life, and yet I am the same. If only I could glimpse within the light of God, then I would know oneness with all that is, realize the transitory nature of my own imagination and thoughts, distill the mists of desire back into the placid waters of the river of being. And then I think I would know my true self. And this, I believe, would be very, very helpful to me and mine and all of great nature that I might come into contact with. I take a breath, and my breath is Om, that first voice of wisdom of the rishis, the first word on the cosmic winds of chants, the undercurrent of love that connects all of the universe. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om